For those of you who don't know, my name's King Churro, and my favorite color is purple. So, I'll be honest with you guys, this video is just to make y'all laugh. I hope y'all have a good laugh out of this video. Enjoy.
Finish him! Finish him!
Finish him!
At some point, every guy has tucked their dingling between their thighs to see what they would look like if they didn't have one.
Is it money you want, Sarah? Is it money? How the fuck did you know that? On behalf of the council, I'll donate my Suburban, goddammit. I just need the name of the imposter, sweet.
Caution horses? That seems like a strange thing to warn somebody. Ah!
Hello?
Here he is. Dad, I'm at the park and this guy said he'll give me some candy if I get in his van. Can I go with him?
No.
Shit, I can't go. The second bag is sour Skittles. Okay, he just said he has a second bag of Skittles. I'm thinking about going. I'll be back.
No, Derek, where's your mom?
Dad, she's a prostitute. She left with some guy. $40 she'll do anything. So do you want these Skittles? I'm trying to. I gotta see if my dad's gonna let me go. What if I offer you this Snickers bar? Oh, creamy nougat. I love that. Dad, I'm leaving.
No, Derek.
This is gonna be fun. Get in the damn van. And you open my door? You are a gentleman.
I'm on my way.
So I'm trying to take a break from all the seriousness in my videos, and trying to just add more laughter. I hope you guys find, these videos to be funny. This is the reason why I put them on this compilation. Yeah. I'm just over this whole, I'm over it with the whole politics, and I'm over, President Trump, no longer President Trump, and I'm seeing that Joe Biden's just...
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's unique presidential debate. Due to the candidate's unwillingness to leave his basement, Joe Biden will be joining us via remote live feed. Joe Biden will be debating one of his most vocal and ideological opponents, Joe Biden. Let's begin. Mr. Biden, as president, what is your plan to address the violence and riots which have taken over our streets in America?
There are two basic steps here. One step is you must take back the streets. And you take back the streets by more cops, more prisons, more physical protection for the people.
So do you believe in a stronger police force, Mr. Biden?
No. Nor is it acceptable for our police sworn to protect and serve all people to escalate tension.
So do you want to defund the police, Mr. Biden?
Yes. Absolutely. The last thing you need is an up-armored Humvee coming into a neighborhood. They become the enemy.
It is great, sir, to finally have you on the record supporting the Defund the Police movement.
I not only don't want to defund the police, I'm the one calling for $300 million more for local police.
Moving on. In Joe Biden's America, will there be a national mask mandate?
Every single American should be wearing a mask.
So, Mr. Biden, you would support an unconstitutional mask mandate?
No, I'm a constitutionalist. You know, you can't do things the Constitution doesn't allow you the power to do.
But you are in favor of an unconstitutional nationwide lockdown.
I would shut it down.
Would you also support unconstitutional infringements on our Second Amendment?
Bingo. You're right if you have an assault weapon. The fact of the matter is they should be illegal, period.
Sir, that directly violates the written word of the Constitution of the United States of America. Do you know the Constitution? Can you name a single line from a founding document?
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
Mr. Biden, would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Joe Biden administration?
No, we would make sure it's eliminated and no more subsidies for either one of those, any fossil fuel.
So, Mr. Biden, you are in favor of banning fracking?
I am not banning fracking. Let me say that again. I am not banning fracking.
So just to get that clear, you are keeping fracking, Mr. Biden.
You got to transition away from it. Look, you're going to ban fracking all across America right now, right?
I would love to.
Yeah, I'd love to too. I'd love to make sure we can't use any oil or gas, period.
Can that little teeny angry bald man you're talking to please get off the stage? Mr. Biden, once and for all, are you in favor of banning fracking or no?
No. I never told the environmentalists that I'm going to ban fracking, period.
So you are in favor of fossil fuels?
Look at my eyes. I guarantee you, we're going to end fossil fuel.
Mr. Biden.
The recent actions of President Joe Biden, executive order halting the construction of the Keystone Pipeline, has affected Michaels, thousands of union trade members across the country, and hundreds of guys that specifically work in Wisconsin. To discuss this further, I'd like to introduce my congressman from the 1st District, Ryan Stiles.
Thanks, man. On Joe Biden's first day in office, he killed thousands of American jobs. Joe Biden killed hundreds of Wisconsin jobs. On Joe Biden's first day in office, hundreds of Wisconsin workers got laid off of their job building private sector infrastructure.
What are your views on marriage?
I'm the first major player to say I support gay marriage on national television.
So you do support gay marriage, Mr. Biden?
No, Barack Obama nor I support redefining from a civil side what constitutes marriage.
Unnecessary to throw President Obama under the bus like that? However, this answer is interesting. It is very out of touch with the progressive wing of your party.
Marriage is between a man and a woman, and states must respect that.
Mr. Biden, President Trump was the first president in American history to support gay marriage from his first day in office. What do you say to President Trump?
Marriage is between a man and a woman. What's the game going on here?
Well, President Trump is building a border wall at the border. Do you support his border wall?
So there are places where having a fence and extending the fence makes sense, and I voted for that. So it makes it more difficult for people taking large commodities of drugs to have to come around for us to be able to intercept.
So you agree, Mr. Biden, that walls work and we should build more walls?
No, there will not be another foot of wall constructed on my administration.
Okay.
And you're
Stop. Moving on.
The fact is that
Mr. Biden, switching gears here. What was your stance in voting for the war in Iraq?
I voted with my colleagues to give the President of the United States of America the authority to use force. And I would vote that way again today.
So to confirm, you're proud of your vote for the war in Iraq?
I made a mistake. I said it 14 years ago. I trusted George Bush to keep his word.
In light of the Me Too movement's popularity, do you believe all women?
The woman should be given the benefit of the doubt and not be abused again by the system.
Given that answer, Mr. Biden, do you believe the credible sexual assault allegations made against you by Tara Reade, which have been corroborated by multiple witnesses?
This never, ever happened. I don't know what is motivating her. I don't know what's behind any of it. But it's irrelevant. It never happened. It never happened. Period.
What is your stance, Mr. Biden, on reforming our prison system?
It should be a rehabilitation system, not a punishment system.
So, Mr. Biden, you are in favor of rehabilitation instead of prison.
We don't very well know how to rehabilitate them at that point. So you cannot make rehabilitation a condition for release.
Speaking of prison reform, President Donald Trump passed criminal justice reform in a historic move, giving him one of the highest approval ratings in history from black Americans.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Sir, that is just racist. Have you been tested for cognitive decline?
I've been tested and I'm constantly tested.
Well, it is good to know that you have been tested for cognitive decline, Mr. Biden.
No, I haven't taken a test. Why the hell would I take a test? Come on, man. That's like saying before you got in this program, you take a test where you're taking cocaine or not. What do you think, huh?
In closing, can you please tell us a personal story that is meaningful to you, Mr. Biden?
The kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down so it was straight and then watch the hair come back up again. They'd look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
That is horrifying. Mr. Biden, can you please explain something that happened on the campaign trail that you learned about the American people?
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent.
That was racism. Thank you very much for joining us for this illuminating presidential debate with Joe Biden versus Joe Biden. We hope that you learned about as much as we learned tonight about the candidates' many fascinating and racist and disturbing positions.
Joe Biden is what I expected Joe Biden to be as president, to be fairly honest with you. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just trying to make y'all laugh. This is strictly for entertainment only.
So I just got pulled over. Can't believe this. Officer walks up to me and says, "What the hell's your hurry?" I said, "I got to get to the hospital. I'm a doctor." And he goes, "Oh yeah, what kind of doctor are you?" I said, "I'm an anal stretcher." He goes, "What's an anal stretcher?" He goes, "How the hell do you do that?" I said, "Well, you lube up. You start with one finger, 2, 3, get one hand in. Once you get one hand, you can get the other hand kind of slid in there, and you start working your way to get your arms up in there and start working like a pizza, kind of stretching and getting that ass hole out, until you get it about 6 foot." Cop looks at me and goes, "What the fuck do you do with a 6-foot asshole?" I said, "You give it a badge and a gun." Court date's next week.
One day, little Johnny runs in on his mom in the shower and says, "Mom, what are those things on your chest?" Well, quite unsure on how to answer this, she just tries to blow it off and says, "Why don't you ask your dad tomorrow at the breakfast table," hoping that little Johnny would forget. Well, little Johnny didn't forget. He says, "Dad, what are those things on Mom's chest?" Dad thinks about it. He says, "Well, those are your mom's balloons, and when she dies, we can blow them up and she can float on up into heaven." Well, Johnny thinks that's pretty neat. Well, a couple of weeks go by. Little Johnny's dad comes home from work early, and little Johnny comes out running up to his dad. He says, Dad, Mom's dying. Uncle Harry's blowing up her balloons, and she's screaming, "Oh, God, I'm coming."
Guy sat next to me on the train today pulled out a photo of his girlfriend from his wallet, and he said, "Isn't she beautiful?" And I said, "If you think she's beautiful, you should see my wife." And he said, "Why? Is she a stunner as well?" I said, "No, she's an optician."
Hello?
Hey, Junior, I heard you got a promotion.
Wait, who's this?
This is Letty from Saturday school last year.
Dang, all of a sudden.
What do you mean? I was playing hard to get. You didn't even chase me.
How'd you get my number?
Dang, all these questions. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm gonna be hanging out with my girl.
Hey, can she fight though?
Chill, homewrecker. Keep that same energy from high school when I didn't exist.
Oh my god, are you gonna come this weekend or not?
I told you I got a girl.
We're just hanging out as friends. What were you thinking?
Mwah, según tú.
Babe.
Yeah.
Did you know you got the WAP?
You got the WAP.
No, babe. You do.
WAP is for females.
No, babe. But you have the whack-ass penis.
That's not what you say every time I got you hitting the Mariah Carey note side. And on top of that, you got that sap.
Sap?
Yeah, that stank ass put.
What's up, man? It was fun. I almost won the hot dog eating contest. Yep. At first I thought they were cheating because I saw like sausages and stuff, but then I realized I look at everybody's wiener and everybody had the same size wieners. Right. And then where I messed up was halfway through I tried to beat everyone, so I stuck 3 wieners in my mouth. Hey Dad, hey, can I tell you a story about...
Nope. I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I have another date.
Baby, what?
Gotta go.
Excuse me, where's the lobby?
True international average of pressure.
Thanks.
I got only 4 hours of sleep last night, whereas I got 13 hours of sleep last night. What's the difference? Nothing. We're both tired. Absolutely fatigued. Well, move over, idiots, because I'm you if you got the recommended amount of 8 hours of sleep. And I am exhausted.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what to do at this point.
Undress me so you the main attraction. Lights, camera, action.
You see this house? I built it with my own hands. Now just imagine what these hands can do to a woman.
What you say?
I'm just making a TikTok video, babe.
Don't call me babe and turn it off.
Yes, ma'am.
When does a dark joke become a dad joke? When it leaves to get milk and never comes back. My son loves astronomy and he asked me, Dad, how do stars die? So I told him usually an overdose. Would you believe my grandfather said I was a snowflake because I was too reliant on technology, but then he had the nerve to flip out when I called him a hypocrite and cut off his life support. No cap, I started crying when my dad started cutting onions. Onions was such a good dog. So Stephen Hawking walks into a bar, right? Just kidding. What's the difference between a gay man and a refrigerator? The refrigerator doesn't fart when you pull your meat out.
Good